Alrighty then. What's up there, gamers? Today we're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable. Yeah, so let's begin the game. Sorry if it isn't Roblox, but you know what? I am a little bit of everything. That's what it says in my about section. Look it up yourself. Alright,
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
let's hear it.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Employee.
Number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That
Orders
sounds like
came to
my
him
job.
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Definitely
This
my
is
job.
what employee 427 did every day.
This is a job of a YouTuber.
Every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Looks like my room too. Totally.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh no.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he
Nearly an
realized that not
hour.
one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh
No
no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, or a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
The
As he
longest.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Oh, can play. Get out of the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where is
Stanley
everyone?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alrighty then, the meeting room. Guess this way. It's over here. I don't know. You know, let's just follow these open doors.
When Stanley came to a set of
Ah,
two
this
open
is a
doors,
meeting room?
he entered the door on his left.
Left. Oh, now I'm thinking of going through the door on my right. Anyway, alright, what's this? The meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out passively. Aggression. Alright. Using slides to ensure that employees okay. This would ensure a calm and productive work environment. What's this? Gotta read everything. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things plus money. Big brain right there. Stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segments, stripes, required more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Okay. Profits. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Jesus Christ. What is going on? Can't jump and stuff. Gotta read everything. Because why not? Targets. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Not efficient money. Standard graphs. This place loves graphs. Alright, let's follow this. Ooh, broom closet. That's... Ooh, I can open doors.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright, you can click on things. Never knew that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's walk downstairs. It's down here. Alright. Ooh, we're in the secret area. Ooh, that's my home right there. Let's. Alright. Fire hose. What's over here?
But
Ooh, a
Stanley
car.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in
Oh.
such a competitive economy, why had he
Oh,
taken
there's a
that
bunch of
risk?
different
All because
stories.
he believed
That's cool.
everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh
All of
no.
my co-workers blinking
Am I
mysteriously
crazy?
out of existence
Am I
in a
crazy?
single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
Whoa.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That is
And for
strange.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Oh no.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Oh
I'm
no.
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
Obvious.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Good
He
with
thought to
dreaming.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back
Yep,
to my
wake
boring
up.
real-life job pushing
It's
buttons.
not
I
boring.
may
It
as
is
well
fun.
enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself
We're flying.
soaring through space on a magical star field.
Oh.
And it too appeared
Whoa.
so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he
Woohoo.
had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Why
and
is there?
thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And
He
while
did.
he thought it all very odd and wondered if this
This voice is
could
very
appear in
creepy.
their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's
We're
asleep,
just
he
going in
doesn't have to take
circles.
responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Wait, where are the
After all,
stairs?
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Where are the
He would
stairs
prove
at?
it. He would prove that he was
Coffee
in
still?
control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
Cold
and he
drinks.
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
It's getting intense.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to
Oh,
my
no.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yes.
Please. It's all I
Pushing
want.
buttons.
I want my
Pushing
apartment
buttons
and my
sound
wife
like a fun
and my
game.
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Exactly.
My life is normal.
Mm.
I am normal.
Yes.
Everything will be
Stanley
fine.
is the most normal person in this whole entire world.
I am okay.
Yes, you are, Stanley. We're still here. What the?
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Oh!
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
Oh,
I
no.
am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
Oh, no.
I must be. Can anyone
Oh,
hear
no.
my voice?
I'm going crazy.
Who am I? And everything went black.
I'm going crazy. I should have gone up to my boss. I should have gone
This
upstairs
is the
instead
story
of downstairs.
of a woman named Mariella.
We're learning about Mariello?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose,
Where?
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
There's people.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town.
Is that
talking and
Stanley?
screaming to himself, and then
I think
collapsed
that's
dead on the
Stanley.
sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Yes.
I know what is real and what isn't.
But does
It
she
was
now?
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The
Oh,
very
no.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
This guy talks way
She
too
had
much.
no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I want to see her. Did I beat the game? 10-minute game. End is never the end. Is never the end. Is loading. What? Wait, so that's one possibility. I guess let's follow the
All his
others.
co-workers were gone. What could it
Yeah,
mean?
let's follow the
Stanley
other
decided to go to
possibilities.
the meeting room. Perhaps he
Actually,
had simply missed a memo.
alright. So that's been it for today. That's one possibility. Maybe I'll come out with another video that shows like I'm doing all the following the voice, the creepy voice in my head. Another one of taking the right door instead of the left door. That's been it, ya boy. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. It's 10 minutes. Good time. Good timing. I don't think I need to edit it. Yeah. There's no point of editing, you know. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. That's been it for today. See ya.